Okay, story time. Now, last time I talked about, there was one time I was just looking at my phone and then suddenly two POs coming. That's a good feeling. And then also each PO all have their own story behind it. So the first PO, this is an interesting one because we were waiting for the budget to be confirmed for financial year 2022, and then finally we heard from the customer. All right, it's penciled in and then it's being approved, but they already have a process. They know what they want. They are very comfortable. They just need to tick off this project by the end of this financial year. They're not in a hurry, and this is a time where you will find out a salesman time of forecasting is really your it's how you craft different offers, because forecasting is important, revenue is important. I guess for your buyers, right? If you know when this deal will come in, I think it's much better way to work with the salesperson to say, hey, we deserve to have some reward for this kind of efficiency and predictability. So I sit down with the partner and basically worked out, if we craft an offer to them, say, if you buy this month, this is what the bidder price you can get. So you create a compelling, artificial compelling event for them. Then sometimes for the customer to go into the purchasing, they just need to say, hey, we get this deal. If we can come in this time, we get 10% off, and then it will be enough to move it. And then that's how we get their one at the end. So create, when you don't have urgency, use I guess cascading. If you can, say, if you come in this quarter this time, and then but if you can also come in this month, then we'll give you further discount on top of that. So give them the options, and then it also will be easier for them to take internally to process that. The second one is even more interesting because I think it took 4 or 5 months, and then they don't have a lot of, this organization, they don't have a lot of money, but in the same time, also I feel for them that where those smaller organizations, sometimes NGOs, they need to still have the level of security. They need to have do certain things, but they need to really leverage their resources well. So I guess the point is that he was just basically, they will want to have a lot of things, right? They want to have this feature, that feature, so it's almost perfect. And then they want to have this product, that product, all in a good package. They want to really negotiate hard. So I think in a literal sense, sometimes you think, hey, this doesn't make numerical sense, right? Why should I spend my time on the lower end of deal? However, this customer, I find something different in them where he is very specific. He knows like all the things he wants, and then he's also specific about how we can automate and connect these, connect that. So he's got something thought through. So he knows what he wants, and then the second part is that because he's used a kind of open source version of this product in the past, where he's built on awareness and leaning towards, even though our product is not the cheapest because we are a market leader, but he still has a certain standard and expectation for the result, which is very good. But I think as a salesman, you need to do is you have to work with layer of the decision criteria. You find out which one is really the key important things for them, and why do we really need these, and turns out what's nice to have. So at the end, we find out that okay, this is a very important compliance module they need, where we can offer, but not other options can offer this kind of reporting, and this is the one that really make them tick. But I guess I want to also highlight, there was a long time, I think of 5 or 6 months for this kind of deal. You should just close lots, right? We were even trying to I think we've done some demo, then gone quiet, and then come back and asking some more further things. But I think the third time he came back, after I guess one month, then I feel that, okay, judging by the email he writes, also the questions this time, I think he gets more clarity. And when we go to the meeting that time, I think it's also important to always try to ask more, to get engaged with more people, which turns out to be very valuable in this case, because to find out, okay, who is the evaluator, who has the budget, who does the final sign off, right? And because it turns out this champion, this evaluator who's driving this, left at the end. It was, I guess, 3 weeks before the PO. However, because I was in touch with his manager, and then his manager has some good understanding about the product, and then we ended up, this champion, I will create a very good offer for them. And at that point, like, you have this trust built up where he knows you, okay, this is, over all the the back and forth, also the negotiation, this is the best price you can really do for them. And then you, as a salesperson, you have to put it out there, okay, this is your best offer, and for them to make a decision. And also, so at the end, he was they were going to make a decision on a certain day, but he left. But this champion kept on pushing. He said, I really appreciate all your help. This is really warming, right? Like seeing the message he sent over to me on LinkedIn. And also, I guess, always connecting with people. Always, if you find this connection, always connect with them, wish them well. So he put in a very strong recommendation, and even after he left, he still have the contact with them. So he was able to update me about when they are going to have a final committee meeting to decide. And then at the very, very end, we got this message from the decision maker, and just right at the time where there was some delay, but things happened. But this at the end, this decision maker was willing to keep you updated. Also, the champion, because the influence, I guess the what you did really get transferred to the next person. So we got the PO. So it was very, very good feeling. Usually, because when usually evaluator left, right, you have to start over again. So thank you, champion. I would say that really, doing sales is really rewarding, being an AE, because you have these people, not really like when we say champion in the sense where like how much influence they can help you get a deal, but they're really a champion. They just, at the end, if it becomes a mutual appreciation, it's the best feeling you can ever get. Okay, I will have got more stories to come, more, I guess, MEDDIC, so again, give a thumbs up, give a like, a comment what you would like to see.